You know, they just can't stop their bullshit. Some of those kids were recorded and they came and bumped into me forcefully. You know, stop that mess. Don't be bumping into me next time. That's a fucking problem. You know, so they turned this American into something else. You know, because the black Americans attacked him in the bathroom, and some kids, I don't even know if they're white or something. I was under the blanket, I'm so cold, and they kept grinding on me, bumping into me, and they scared the hell out of me. So the other Americans, they turned this New York into something else, and the camera is recording. You know, when you call the police, they won't help you. You know, the black American giants won't let me use the bathroom, and they almost scared the living daylight out of me. And they were grinding on me. I don't even know what that was about. You know, I don't even know if they're white or whatever. I was underneath the blanket, I'm freezing, and I'm charging my phone. You know, so the camera was recording. So they're just terrorizing me like non-stop. I just don't know. What's going to happen? Are they going to massacre all the foreigners that are homeless on the street? They turn this country into something else, and the international community is not paying attention. And they said the international community always reacts late. Whether it's the massacre of the Jews in Germany or whatever's going on. But, you know, and this Eric Adams needs to stop his hateful rhetoric, saying the immigrants have come to destroy the economy. Because, you know, the black Americans are attacking foreigners like me. Those ones, I don't know if they're white or whatever, I can't even see them. I'm underneath the blanket, I'm actually freezing. I'm actually freezing, you know. I get attacked on the train and everything. So I'm on Leonard and Church Street. So this is what is happening. You know, so, and they always try that we're going to make you cry and cry. And I almost died of shock because they were grinding on me. So the international community needs to be aware, and it's so sad this city will be hosting the World Cup in 2026. If they're going to terrorize the foreigners like this, I'm not a hater, but this is wrong though. This is wrong though, and the international community needs to pay attention, and people need to stop being self-conceited and say they don't really care what is happening to the migrants in America. They can just, you know, care about themselves only. And the one is to do that, and the one is to be speaking up, whether it's the South Africa speaking out for the Palestinians or whatever. My mother was killed in this country, and whatever's going on at this Eric Adam, I'm being terrorist, I'm being done access to the bathroom, and if this country is going to host the World Cup in 2026, and, you know, my mother got killed in this country, her daughter's born in America, BOLANLE, FLORA, FEIGNed mental illness owner, and my mother was saying it was about like some insurance fraud schemes that were on. And before I knew it, my mother was getting treated in Bellevue Hospital. I said the hospital, after I was FEIGNed mental illness owner, the hospital put her on a psychiatric hold. And, you know, and my mother didn't like that, and she just wanted to be free, and she died trying to get free. You know, and I contacted the Department of Investigation. They wouldn't help me. I contacted the Nigerian embassy. They wouldn't help me also. Then the police have falsely arrested me as I was taking the Bellevue Hospital to court. They falsely arrested me. They had a guy who was sexually harassing me on Bay Ridge and 4th Avenue in 2019. And I told him to stop that. And the police came and dragged me into the psych ward, choked me and everything. And, you know, and they left me in the New York University Psychiatric Hospital for 7 days. I contacted the Nigerian embassy. The Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me. Even though the Nigerian embassy has a bilateral agreement with the U.S. government, they'll always deport Nigerians here that defraud white Americans. Even though there was a Nigerian that was deported recently, they said that we threatened a white American, and the white American went and committed suicide. You know, but here in America, you know, my mother's daughter's born in America, FEIGNed mental illness on my mother, and got her killed. And my mother was saying, so our daughters went into like some insurance fraud scheme. And the Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me as I was detained in the psych ward. And also, Eric Garner was trying to help me also with my court papers in 2014 because the NYPD had rendered my mother homeless. We were staying in the basement apartment. You know, and the NYPD came and rendered us homeless in 2010. So I filed a lawsuit against the NYPD. And by 2014, Eric Garner wanted to be helping me with the court papers. I recorded Eric Garner, you know, saying it was going to help him. Within weeks, the NYPD choked him dead. The same place where I recorded him at, that's where they choked him at. Bay Street and Victor Boulevard, weeks later. You know, and the city of New York settled with the Eric Garner family and didn't let me testify in court and free the Eric Garner killer. So something is going on here in New York, and they're terrorizing people, and the one is to watch out. You know, so between the Nigerian embassy and the New York City, it's like they're putting people back, the black life back on slavery. Back on slavery, the Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me. So the international, I'm a Nigerian transsexual. If anything happens, in case I get kidnapped, I don't know what I was about. Some group of Americans, they were grabbing on me as I stood. I didn't know if they were trying to kidnap me. I also noticed, a guy was following me around on 42nd Street. I was walking on 8th Avenue late at night between 12 midnight to 3 a.m. I was walking on 8th Avenue near New Yorker Hotel around 12 p.m. to 3 a.m. near the post office, from 42nd Street to where the whole post office is, to where the Madison Square Garden is. So I was walking on 8th Avenue, and this guy kept showing up. He was wearing a mask, and he was, and he wouldn't speak to me, but he would write things on a piece of paper and say he wants to take me to a secret place. And I told him no, to stay away from it, and he would show up again. So I don't know if he was trying to lure me away, because I speak regularly against the Nigerian embassy. I speak regularly against the Nigerian government. They wouldn't help me. And they have a bilateral agreement with the U.S. government to prosecute crimes. And they would deport Nigerians here, because the latest person they deported here from Nigeria was a Nigerian that threatened a white American, and the white American committed suicide. And they deported him here, and it's being tried right now. But my mother's daughters who feigned mental illness, so my mother and got that kid, and I don't know if they got the insurance money or not, and the Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me. So I don't know who's trying to silence me. Some people were grabbing on me. I don't know if they were trying to kidnap me or whatever. So please help me alert that they're doing human trafficking. They're doing human trafficking and harassment and sending black Americans to jump a transsexual Nigerian. So please, Black Lives America, everybody, I've been getting attacked all along. Something's going on between the Nigerian government and the New York City government. My friend Regana dead, my mother dead. Stop the cover-up, Nigerian government. Stop the cover-up, New York City. I'm a Nigerian transsexual. I matter. Please, Black Lives America, all you activists, keep watching my situation. I'm on Church Street, and this is Church Street, and the other street here is Leonard Street. So please keep monitoring my matter in case I don't come online anymore. I may get kidnapped or whatever's going on. But nobody should be practicing the second slavery. And please subpoena this link server. The camera will record it. I'm feeling so cold. I'm homeless on the street. I'm actually underneath a blanket. Because it's so freezing out here. There's hardly anybody out here. And they had some I don't know what that was about. Some guys were grabbing on me. I don't know, and they almost scared me. I don't know if they were trying to drag me to some slavery, but it's like the beginning slavery of blacks again under this Eric Adams administration. They're having black Americans jump. I was trying to use the bathroom like 2 days ago, and I had to call 911. A black American wouldn't let me use the bathroom. He's a park walker. He only wants whites to be using the bathroom at the Washington Market Park. And I called 911, the police wouldn't speak to me. They spoke to the black American janitor, and they left me there. And I spoke with the IAB. So under this Eric Adams, the black immigrants are treated like less than anything, and this is what I'm experiencing. So they're terrorizing me, treating me like a slave. I'm a Nigerian transsexual, and I hope the trans group, you just don't support trans in words only. I hope you'll have some action taken, because if they're, rendering transsexuals like slaves in New York City, and I hope you white trans groups and all you trans groups of various colors, you take me serious. I'm a person of color, transsexual, and I've been posting videos on Twitter, and none of you even contact the media. Your media won't deal with me as a black foreigner. But I'm sure if you trans groups help me send my video to your media, maybe they can tell this Eric Adams what is going on. Because I was vacated from my home in 2010, and New York is under an order since 1990 that anybody vacated has to put in a hotel room. And for the past 13 years, New York City wouldn't put me in a hotel room. My mother tried to get us to New York City to put us in a hotel room, and New York City wouldn't do that. Even Arizona was trying to help, do that, and the police went and killed him in 2014. So if your trans group can just, send my video to your media, maybe they will listen to you white trans groups, because your media, they don't need. I've tried to contact them in the past, they don't pay attention to me. because apparently there's a difference between the black lives and the white lives. So please, support all lives. There shouldn't be a racial hierarchy in getting justice, and there shouldn't be a xenophobia or a nationality hierarchy in getting justice. I'm freezing right now. I have to pause the video, so they leave me in the cold for 13 years. And my friend Eric Garner didn't like that. And he was trying to help me get justice. He said, this is wrong. What New York City did to you is wrong. I'm going to help you get justice. That was the last time he met to me. Weeks later, he was struck dead. He was struck dead. And Eric Adams needs to say something about this. I'm being terrorized between the Nigerian government that wouldn't help me either. I told them about the Eric Garner's case. I said, and I told them about my mother's case. The Nigerian embassy wouldn't help me either. So what? And the Nigerian government keeps shipping Nigerians here to answer for crimes against whites. What about the white police officer that killed a black American? Nigerian government? How come you keep quiet about that? Stop selling yourself out, you blacks. And this Eric Adam also, you don't help me as a Nigerian. I contact you already. So whatever's going on, that blacks, you're selling each other out, and you think it's funny. It's not funny. Your secret is not safe, Nigerian government. Your secret is not safe, Eric Adams. And stop it already. And I hope the white trans group post my video, and you have to say something about the Nigerian government. You have to say something about this Eric Adams, because I'm going to keep posting video. And I don't care who's going to kidnap me into slavery. Because this is what this New York City now represents in this day and age. Shame, shame, everybody. And I hope the South African government, you don't just focus on helping the Palestinians get free from slavery. Focus on the black slavery in New York City yourself. So please help me post my video, let the South African government be aware. You went through apartheid South Africa, and it's a form of apartheid in New York City. They're covering something up. Eric Garner told me what New York City did to you as a Nigerian is not fair. I'm going to help you get justice. He was struck dead. And there's silence. Ricardo says something. Nigerian government says something. I'm going to keep posting video.